Alright, my name is Derek. I'm from Skyline Properties. I'm a local real estate broker here in Seattle, Washington. And now I'm going to go over the home buying process, which is actually a little bit more simple than selling, because all you have to do is shop around until you find something nice. Typically though, you want to start with step one, which is researching on your own. Kind of a no-brainer. People usually pick this up on their own. You go to websites like Zillow or Redfin. There's plenty of others, HomeSnap. You can just start researching to find out which kind of area you'd want to live in. A lot of people want to live close to work, or hopefully they want good parking or have laundry in their unit. Unless it's a house, then it will just automatically already have that. And then obviously you go to step two, determining how much home you can afford. This is actually easier than you think. You can do it on your own. I mean, unless you're already very ironclad with your finances, you can just go right into Google and type in affordability calculator for a home purchase. And you'll probably find 10 different websites that offer it up for free, just right there. Type in all your finances so you can kind of get a better understanding of what your monthly expenses will be. I mean, obviously your monthly costs versus, income. So after you determine how much home you can afford, you want to get pre-approval. Some people try to get pre-qualified, but that's not quite as good. I mean, typically there's 3 levels with talking to lenders. You can get pre-qualified, pre-approved, or underwritten pre-approval. Each one is better than the last. And in this market, if you're serious and you really want to get your offer taken seriously, you're going to want to get an underwritten pre-approval, which does cost your lender some money, but it's a sure ironclad way of saying that yes, you will get the funds that you're trying to get right now. Next, find an agent. This can be fairly easy. You can always just ask family or friends, look around online, make sure you interview them and that they're serious, that they're on the same page as you to help you along the way, because they are going to be one of your greatest assets in this home buying process. I mean, obviously they open doors for you, but as well as they keep you up to date on where the market's going. And if it's the right time to buy this house or a good area, they can point out little details which are very important, and hopefully you get a good experienced one. Now, that brings us to step 5, which is when you start shopping around and making offers. This will be probably one of the longer processes in this whole process thing right here, or the longer steps in the whole process, because especially in today's market, it's obviously a seller's market. The supply is very low, the demand is very high, so you may have to shop around for a while and make a lot of offers. Don't be discouraged by that though. You can always get something through as long as you're determined enough and you go around with your broker. You could see, you could make a good, 10, 15 plus offers before one finally lands, but it's worth going around. Plus it'll give you a good lay of the land, and you'll see different areas and how they interact. Once you start making offers, once you actually make an offer and it gets accepted, then it will go into escrow, and from there you go to step 6, which is when you get a home inspection. Very important, unless you want to, not do this. I mean, if the home is only, 5 years old, 10 years old, and it looks in great condition, and your broker says maybe you don't have to dish out the money for that, but typically a good home inspection only run you about $500. And if you get a good inspector, they should get in there in 3 days or less, typically less. I mean, I've seen it, where they're there in a couple hours. They fill things out, and they let you know exactly what's up with the home and all the details that you're going to need to know. Step 7, work with the lender to select your loan. Sometimes people deal with that up here in step 3, but typically based off the type of home you're buying or your financial situation, you may have to select a specific type of loan. Some people go with FHA, which you only have to put about 3.5% of the purchase price as the down payment, but you usually have to get private mortgage insurance until you pay off about 20% of the home, which means an extra expense at the end of the day, but you can also buy a more expensive house. Or if you're a veteran, you can do a VA loan, which is a 0% down payment. Those are great. But if you can actually apply for it, there's also USDA loans. The point is you have to talk to a lender to see what the right type of loan is for you, and then apply it to your purchase. Number 8, have the home appraised. This is very important for just getting the proper price, as well as it will play into how your lender will react to you buying this home. because they want to make sure that they're not taking on too much risk, and at the same time you're actually making an offer that is within the market ranges, so it makes sense. You know, they're taking on risk as well as you are. Hopefully this will cover both of you. And then step 9, coordinate paperwork. Obviously there's going to be a lot going on here, but usually your lender will tell the title and escrow, to get all your paperwork together and all sorted out. Anything that falls through the cracks, obviously the agent will pick up. That's one of the whole points of having an agent, is that they fill in every little spot along the way, and they try to make that transaction as smooth and stressless as possible, because it's already stressful enough trying to buy a home. That's why you bring an agent with you who knows the area and will help deal with everything, including paperwork. Finally brings you naturally down to step 10. That's when you close the sale. Just like when selling a home, you have to make sure you get all the paperwork together, make sure that the title is completely cleared to convey, and that you have an agreed upon closing date. Yeah, and those are about the 10 steps to a home buying process. Hopefully you liked the video, and if you have any questions or comments, or you'd like me to make other videos like this, I'd love to help out.